Greetings, world, and all who inhabit it. This is the Fat White Knight, as always, coming to you live from the freaking internet. And today I feel like doing something a little weird, so uh, I'm just gonna cut to every tree that we tear down, and we'll see how it goes. See if I get bored of it, or see if it works out in the way that I imagine it. Let's go! Chop, chop, chop. The knife goes chop, chop, chop. Chopping all the trees. Chop, chop, chop. Chop the tree. Let's just keep chopping. We're chopping trees, destroying the jungle. We're chopping trees, all those beautiful logs, they fall to the floor. We're chopping trees, so many trees. Just keep on chopping. We're almost through. The most beautiful sight. Axe felling trees. Oh, we're chopping trees. Can you believe that we're chopping trees? Chopping trees. Well, I really do hope that you guys have enjoyed my nice little song about chopping those damn trees. Love doing it, let me tell you. Oh, yes, I do. I really, really do. Oh, yeah. So now we're doing a little bit of that sweet pathway, trying to make it nice and pretty. We've chopped enough logs for today, and I don't know if you can tell or cannot tell, but simply we've chopped so many logs, and that is the truth. I don't know exactly how many trees that I decided to chop down in that little montage sing-along, but feel free to start spamming it in the comments. My beautiful tree serenade. I know what you guys are thinking. It's amazing. It's the best thing I've ever heard. I know. Trust me, I get it. There's not a whole lot of others like me that can serenade you to the sounds of the trees. So let's just take this moment, a brief moment, if you will, and just enjoy what we've got on store for you guys. Because if you're starting with a song, where could you possibly go from there? That is the real freaking question, let me tell you. Anyway, I am having a lot of fun doing these random shenanigans such as the weird voice you just heard right there with these recordings, and having a lot of footage allows me to do weird things. The more weird things I can do, honestly, the more normal I am during the day. So I kind of got to get it out there to the best of my freaking ability, or else the rest of the world is just going to incur my weirdness. So I got to give it to you guys so that the rest of the world does not have to endure such weird things. But truly, let me know what you guys thought of that. I know it was weird and unexpected and also very unplanned. But it was pretty damn fun to make, and it makes me actually want to write some proper lyrics to some songs, or a song rather, put some music to it, and see if perhaps we can make something. I don't know. If anyone who is better at making lyrics than me, please reach out. I would love to do some kind of weird collab that allowed us to just, do the thing. Do all the things. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to hop into a real, actual musical time lapse now, and hopefully we get some work done. And super fast build mode. You can see that we are starting to take shape here on our humble abode. It's starting to come together little by little, and trust me, this build took exponentially longer than it should have. We tried so many different iterations that I simply just cut out of the video because, good freaking lord, I could not do it to save my damn life. Couldn't do it. We tried different roof shapes. We tried to lower the height. We tried to raise the height. We ran out of blocks, and it's still very much not done yet. We have a ways to freaking go, but it definitely looks better than when we started, so that is something, right? That is, in fact, something. But a lot of Minecraft, as you know, is tearing things down, looking at it from a certain angle, coming back, looking at it again. Is this good enough? Is it good at all? And sometimes you just have to make that judgment call to determine on whether or not it's actually going to work for you. A lot of the times, especially with building, some things just do not look good until the end result. Sometimes it takes you those 50 iterations, sometimes more. And especially if you do not use creative, I find that it is very difficult sometimes to get the build that you're actually looking for in the same kind of way. It's very difficult, honestly. And I am no exception. I've told you time and time again, I am not a great builder. I am an okay builder. But it has taken a lot of repetition, and it has taken a lot of practice to get anywhere even close to how I am right this second. Still not great, but it is in fact something, and that counts for a lot, I think. We're gonna keep going here. You're gonna see a couple cuts, and then you'll hear my soothing voice coming to you yet again. And just like that, we're back with another distinction of this build. Another iteration. Look at that. Just as quickly as it came. Bam! Look at that. Oh my god. All over the place. Bam! We've changed shapes again. We keep changing. Bam! One more time. Keep going. Go again. Bam! Nope. Still not it. Lots of iterations just to show you a few. This is how we started, and we'll see how we go. Let's go. Alrighty. A series of edits, a series of spontaneous music, and the house is starting to look decent. It is far from what I imagined it would be, but that is all something that we have to take into account because it is a process. And you can just see me I wanted to show you a couple of the things. You just see all the little iterations that we have done. We tore them down, we put them back, we tear them down again. We've tried so many different little things to try and get this house right. But alas, to no avail. For some reason, this house is elusive as all get out. Meanwhile, there's a war happening in the background. We have an iron golem attacking his, I guess they're related? Attacking his, like, brother-in-law, I guess? I don't know. Whatever you want to call it. The anti-golems is really a ravager. I don't know. Not sure where I'm freaking going with this, but we're going places with it, and that is good. Weird episode so far, but a lot of progress going into it. Each and every one of these houses is going to take me quite a bit of time, I think, to get down pat. Just because they're not the easiest thing in the world to do. So we'll have to figure that out, because we have a lot of houses to build still. A freaking ton. So I really, really hope that as we continue to build these houses, maybe we'll get a little bit better in that kind of building category. And we will just be able to knock these out in a simple hour or so, as opposed to the currently going on 3.5 hours it is taken to get to this point right frickin' here. Now, granted, most of that, or like 40-ish minutes of that, was spent chopping down trees. So it wasn't all building, but about 40-ish minutes or so to chop the trees, which leaves like still about 3 hours of building, going back and forth, trying to make things that work. And it just was so freaking difficult. It really, really was. Obviously, this is a future me talking right now. And I know what the build comes out looking like. As for you guys, though, you have to see the process to fully understand where or how we get to the point that we get to. I think that is important. As much as seeing the finished product, I believe that if you want to learn how to become a better builder, and if you're watching me, I can only assume that you're watching for that reason, or you think I'm an idiot and you just want to watch as a result of me being a said idiot. Either or, I like to show my mistakes. Because far too often in these Let's Play series, we have YouTubers who simply show you the finished product. They don't show you what all it took to get there, but they show you what it looks like when it is completely freaking perfect. And that's hard to swallow. Because I think a lot of people then compare themselves to those builders. Like, hey, he did this in a single episode. Yeah, he may have, but it probably took 40 to 50 hours. It is a full-time freaking job, and for people to think that this is easy, it's not. It really, really is not, and requires a lot of practice and some kind of imagination. If you lack both of those things, you're going to really struggle with Minecraft. And it kind of makes me wonder, what do you love about it then? Because I feel everyone who plays Minecraft obviously has their own rationale, their own reason for doing stuff. But you never really know what that is. So I do try to show off my failures as much as possible, just so you guys can realize and understand that I am not really good at this game. It simply takes practice. And that's all I really want to show you. By making it in a way that I don't know what I'm building, and never doing any of these things in creative, because I really, really hate building things twice, even though we tore this house down like 6 different times at this point. That's fine. That is absolutely fine. I think every time you add an addition to the house, though, it makes a big difference in that some things work better than others, some things don't work at all, and some things are just exactly what you're freaking looking for. You can see through a lot of turmoil right now that the house is really starting to come together. Every little block at this point matters. All the details definitely matter. And how you decide to shade it, color it, and make all of it correct is a task in it of itself. It's simply what you gotta do. And sometimes it requires a little bit of color theory. Sometimes it requires a little shape theory. It just requires you to do things in a weird way that you normally wouldn't do. And in doing that, I think it helps to produce a better builder. But enough of my ramblings. We're gonna play out here with a little song, and then we'll come back just to wish you guys, you know, a good day. Just like that, my weird self is back, and we've done a little bit of the decorating with the bushes. Bushes make this so much better than what it actually is, and that is a huge step in the right direction. Just knowing where to put your bushes and how many bushes you have to use is so important in this. And I think it looks a lot better. There is still one thing wrong with it, i.e. the face that is in it that looks like Darth Vader, but that is something that we will be able to slightly fix at a later date. But until next time, thanks for watching. Ciao.